Hey, Wolfgang, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Joining us. Okay. Thanks. Appreciate you taking the time here, man. First and foremost, thank you for taking this time. I mean, obviously, not the easiest thing to get around and talk about, but I certainly appreciate it. And just exactly how has it been here the last couple of days of getting out this music and talking about these experiences with your dad?
It's been really nice. Work is a welcome distraction right now for sure. And the response has been, I did not see this coming. I can't believe how everyone is being so positive about it, and the feedback has been incredible.
Yeah, the video is so moving, man. And I'll be honest with you, I lost my father in July. Today would have been his birthday,
Oh
and
man.
so I, yeah, I mean, so I'm right there. I understand kind of some of the things you're going through, and sharing that video is got to be hard for you to do, but it's for so many people, it has done so much for them, and just the emotion there is really amazing.
Yeah, I think it's really important that like the video is hard to get through. Um, but I've been told by a lot of people that I think it wouldn't hurt so much if the love wasn't so profound. And I think the sign of why it hurts so much is because the love was such an incredible, profound experience. So
Yeah, and getting to
that's the way
share
of
some
looking
of
at
those experiences and just getting a chance to talk about your dad with people is one of those things too that can be kind of cathartic. Have you found that lately that it's been helpful to talk about that and talk about your time with him?
definitely. It's really been nice to share a different side of him that people may have not, or definitely didn't really know and was familiar with. I think it's important that people realize that he was just an amazing dad, more than just an amazing guitar player.
Yeah, how long have you been working on this in this solo stuff? That how long have you been working on it, getting it ready to get released?
I've been working on it for years. I think some of the original tracks I recorded it sporadically over the years because my producer's schedule was very busy, and I was also trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I kind of found my sound as I kept going, but some of the earliest tracks were done in 2015, but I didn't finish everything until 2018.
How much of a hand in that did your dad have when it came to some of the stuff that were you doing? Was he an integral part of it, or was he just kind of, somebody who would give some advice? How did that roll out for you?
No, he didn't take any part in it. The only part he took in it was just being a proud dad. Anytime he sat in the studio, he would just take it all in and let me fly. He didn't want to touch it. He wanted to see what I could do, and he was really proud of that.
Yeah, you kind of get those vibes through the video. Honestly, just kind of the way he worked with you and being a part of the band and whatnot. The really interesting thing to me too is, and the thing that I kind of want to know is we learn more about this possible tour that was maybe going to be put together, the kitchen sink tour.
Mhm.
Um, you know, how excited was he about the idea of doing that? It seems so grand and huge, and there's obviously so many feelings between him and some of the other members of the band. What was that like, from emotionally for him and for you to be considering?
It was a really fun thing to look forward to. Um, we had already pretty much semi-confirmed Mike coming back and me opening, but once that was kind of set in stone, we had to put it on the back burner because Dad's health wasn't doing so well, and throughout that time, we kind of were like, what if we took it a step further? And the more we talked about it, the more excited we became. It's like it could just be this grand finale of some sort. But it's really a bummer that that never happened.
Yeah, I mean, completely get that, and what do you think now for you are the next steps here? I mean, you've released a couple songs, so what now for you?
Uh, well, for now, I think the reason this all this press stuff has been so easy for me is because it's just all about Dad. I love talking about how amazing he was and how loving of a father he was. I think when we start to transfer over talking about my music moving forward is when I might be a little bit more shy and nervous. Uh, but yeah, looking forward to actually getting more music out there, probably around the spring. I'm really excited, given that the response to this has been so incredible. I'm excited to see what everyone else thinks of the music moving forward.
Yeah, and I appreciate too your honesty, and I think your courage in going forth, especially in social media with some of the people. It can't be easy, obviously, with everybody who has an opinion about your father and about the band Van Halen, coming forward and coming up with these kooky ideas that don't really exist. And you're coming out and swatting them down has been a lot of fun to watch. Was that something that was a second nature for you to do, or did you think about it? Go, do I really want to start to get into these fights or not?
I think it's less fights and more just kind of like, pew, pew, taking things out, because when people are like, when I see the development of some rumor, like something stupid like me taking over for dad, or me going on tour but playing with isolated tracks of dad, it's like, no, that's stupid, and I'm going to tell you right now so you guys don't sit there and hope for something dumb like that. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, and the thought that that would be the first thing in your mind right now is even more ludicrous.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad would be really upset. He'd be like, "What are you doing? You just recorded all of this music that I love so much. Why aren't you going out and doing that?"
Yeah, it's tremendous, and I think in a lot of ways, as we've seen through some other people in the music industry and rock in particular, who have passed on, and then so the band has gone on and done some touring, and seeing how that's been cathartic for them. Going out here and doing these interviews and these presses here for a lot of Van Halen fans who want that connection is a really important thing that you're doing, and I totally applaud you for doing it, man.
Oh, thanks. Thanks so much for the compliments. I think it's nice to see the responses of from distance, and just from doing interviews and talking about it, that people are finding some sort of therapeutic side, and some sort of solace to it, and closure, if you will, to my dad's life. He's, while he's not here anymore, he's definitely left a mark for eternity, on music as a whole.
Absolutely. So you have any plans to continue to release more songs? We're going to release an album here at some point, or how is that going to work for you?
Yeah, probably. We don't have a date set yet, but spring-ish next year is when the album will probably come out. But for right now, this is all about dad, and distance, and having all the proceeds go to his favorite charity, Mr. Holland's Opus. Uh, it's kind of my gift and tribute to him.
Well, it's incredible, man, and we wish the best of luck to you, and hopefully down the road, one day when we get past this, pandemic, and hopefully you get a chance to go out and tour on this music, and we get a chance to see you here in the Treasure Valley in Boise, Idaho. That would be fantastic, man.
I can't wait, man. Looking forward to it.
All right, well, hey, be well, and safe travels, and good luck. Appreciate it, Wolfgang. Thanks.
Thanks so much. Have a good one, man. It was a
You
pleasure.
bet. You too.